quick review of the ScalerFab front and rear bumper for the Sendero, Enduro, whatever you want to call it, from Element RC. And oh man, thanks for tuning in today. I'm John Holmes with Holmes Hobbies, and you know what the best days are. The ones where we get to play with toys that are scale accessories. Are they toys or are they scale parts? Let's find out. You know what day it is. It's the day for scale parts that are totally toys, but we're gonna call them scale parts because they're for adults. These are adult toys. We're only talking to adults today about these parts that I just got in from ScalerFab. As you probably did, and I did, I shopped a little bit on Black Friday or Cyber Monday or whatever day it was. It just kind of stretches into a long shopping holiday at this point. And ScalerFab were running a little deal on their bumpers, their side slide things. Let me know in the comments what those are called. And I just couldn't resist getting them because, as you have seen on the videos and as you have definitely given me hassle about, the stock bumpers on the Element Sendero, they leave a little bit to be desired in the clearance section. You know, they stick out a whole bunch, especially the rear. The front's not too bad, it's manageable, but the ones from ScalerFab are just oh so svelte, and they tuck in here real nice. Oh, it's gonna look good. It's gonna increase our clearance. It's gonna also look good again. And you know, I don't think I'm gonna put the sliders on today because that's a little bit more work than I want to do. I just want to go wheel, and we'll see how long this takes. But what we're gonna do is essentially take off the old bumpers, slide on the new bumpers. Shouldn't take too long, and then we're gonna go out and have some fun. All right, let's see. I've already taken out the rear bumper. I put the screws back in it so that we wouldn't lose it for now, and then we see how this fits on. So my guess is that we will take out the two screws. We'll get this out of the way so I can work in front of me. What I did is I took out the two screws from this part of the bumper mount. We'll take out the four screws that are on the side of the rails here, and then we'll be able to slide on this, well, not this one, the other one, because it's the rear. We'll be able to slide this bumper on, and then I'll put the body back on to make sure that I get it about where I want to positioned-wise on the body so that it has really good clearance, and then we'll just go from there. And like I said, just so I don't lose these screws for the bumper mount in case I want to put something else there in the future, I'll just screw them right back in. So do you have a Sendero, the original version, or maybe one with a different body? Trail Walker, I do believe, is the newer body style that they have available. Maybe there's some other ones out there, let me know, you know. Old boxy style. I'm not sure what the stock body is supposed to be. Maybe let me know in the comments on that. As I've said a few times before, I'm not really a full-size guy. I don't have much experience in it, but I do like my toys. Scale figures, scale. Line it up ever so carefully. Once we get the first one installed, it'll be easier to get the rest. And we want to leave these just a little loose at first so that it slides back and forth where it needs to. So if you do have an Enduro still, a Sendero, let me know what you have done to it. This one is just now starting to get some upgrades. The shocks are beautifully smooth still. I love the shocks that come on these rigs. Some of the best in the business, in my opinion, for ready to runs. I have switched out the electronics on it by now. The servo, the motor, the speed controller. Although after I switched out the radio, I realized how unsmooth the stock radio is. Maybe 50 steps in forward, 50 steps in reverse, really not that great. Didn't notice it with the stock system though, because it's nice and smooth, not too fast, so the startup speed is still very manageable and controllable. All right, we'll get this body on. And that, honestly, that looks pretty good right there. What do y'all think? Oh yeah, it's just tucked in there really nice. This is going to make wheeling a lot easier. Although sometimes it's the challenge of wheeling that's the best part. Don't always want to make it just too easy. If I was going to go the extra mile on this, what I would do is actually use a longer screw to mount it and then have a backing nut. That way we could really cinch things down. I almost think I should just do it right now on one. You know what? I am. I'm going to do it right this time. You saw it here first. let's get this bag of screws. Found my bag of screws. All of them. All kinds of stuff. We'll just pull them out.
440s. Don't need that one. Or that one. We don't need that one.
Ooh, 16 millimeter. And these do have a larger head. It's a cap head instead of being whatever these other heads are called. Let me know in the comments. And as you can see, it's coming out on that side. Now I need to find my nuts. It's always a bad day when you've lost your nuts. These are from back when Harley Designs used to sell stainless screws. Bonus points for anybody who can tell me what his name of company was for selling screws. Honey, what you eating? Nothing, honey. Found my nuts. The nut is so close to the piece of plastic, so what I'm gonna do is cheat a little and just hold it with a pair of pliers. That's what we're looking for. Cinching nuts into frames. That's what we're looking for today. Maybe that'll be my new band name, the Cinching Nuts. So now all we're doing is cinching this nut down to the frame. See? All right, so as you can see on both sides of the frame now, on the rearmost mounting hole, I have a backing nut cinching everything down with 16 millimeter head metric. And I'm gonna do it right. We're gonna put them on the second holes too, because honestly, that felt solid. I like the way that cinched together. I'm estimating that I'm gonna spend about 20% of my free time today putting screws into things. If only I could montage myself. Now that we have done the rear bumper, we're gonna do the front bumper because it's honestly just as bad. And I really want this cool bumper on there. So, same thing as last time. Now that I've got the bumper off, I am going to do the same thing that I did last time. Remove these 2 screws on each side. So 4 screws total. 4. This hand's empty. And then we'll be on our way. First, what's this doing down here? Cat! On the front, because of the shape of the plastic, as you can see, or maybe not, here we go, we can get to the rearmost bolt hole and put a little backing nut on there, but we're not going to be able to get into the one where the bumpers would normally slide through. It's kind of shielded on there. Honestly, we really don't need this piece in there, but I'm going to keep it just for spacing reasons, and it'll kind of keep things more solid. So what I'll do is install the long screws only through the rearmost holes, and then we'll put the normal size screws through the front.
We're going on a trail ride, gonna have a little fun. Grab your scale accessories, pile them on by the ton.
Oh yeah, look at all that clearance. Look at all that clearance. And I can move this in even more. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man, that just looks amazing. Quick review of the ScalerFab front and rear bumper for the Sendero, Enduro, whatever you want to call it, from Element RC. And oh man, oh yeah, oh we got it tucked on the outside here. Look at that. The fit and finish on these bumpers that are made in Colorado, mind you, by Troy. They're just amazing. They bolt in really well. I'm liking the angles on everything. The welds are good. The finish is good on them. The fitment is amazing. And for this rig, wow, that's gonna give me a whole lot more clearance, not a whole lot of weight penalty, and they look good. So 2 thumbs up from this product. So the fit and finish on these bumpers is fantastic. Still need to finish tightening up the front, and then we'll be ready for a trail ride. Like 12 Ugga Duggas on this thing. Oh yeah, smashed the plastic down, deformed it. Just didn't know when to stop. All right, we are all bolted together. So that is gonna be it for today on this guy. Let's just take a look though. Let's just button her back up. Kind of bent the body mounts on a big fall there. There we go. Yeah, I'd say that's gonna do the trick. We're gonna get a lot more clearance, a whole lot more clearance than the stock. It's gonna be looking good. It's gonna be tough. The fit of it, the finish, yeah. So I definitely want to thank the guys down at ScalerFab for this. This is not sponsored by them. I paid for these out of pocket and am extremely pleased with them. and wish that I had done it a little bit earlier for this rig, because it's going to be fun to wheel now. Not that it wasn't before, but it's just going to be a little bit easier and a little bit more having good times on hard lines. Is that a saying? I think it should be. Let me know in the comments. We can make that a hashtag. As always, thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.